This is a video that I've been wanting to film since a lot of weeks, in fact, but I just kept, rethinking my idea, doubting my idea, and, just thinking if it was the right thing to do or if I would be able to film this video properly, and, a lot of self doubt. But I finally decided to just sit down and start filming this video because this is a video that I've been wanting to film since a long time, and this is something that I want to talk about. So I thought I'd just film this because I believe that, this might also be helpful to you and this might be insightful to you as well. You might be curious now about what I'm talking about. We'll get started with the video, but before we do, if you're new here, welcome. I am Sanuta and I create content on self-improvement, mindset and books. So make sure to hit that subscribe button right now if this is something that interests you. And now, without any further ado, let's get started. So basically, you might be wondering, what did you even just talk about? I mean, what are you even trying to talk about? So I'll just tell you a little backstory so that it can be easier for you to understand, also easier for me to explain things. A few weeks ago I watched the movie The Theory of Everything on Amazon Prime. It's a 2016 movie, if you didn't know. A lot of you might have already watched it as well. So this is basically an incredible real life story. This movie basically shows the life of the theoretical physicist Stephen Hawking in detail, and this movie actually comes under the genre romance and drama, but I think this is something beyond just drama or romance, because I felt like this has a lot to do with life and the real life situations and challenges that life throws at us and how to deal with it, or how Stephen Hawking dealt with it, I would say. And I would like to say that this movie is not about too much science either, but it's a lot about life. I really felt this way when I watched this movie and when I completed watching this movie. This movie really gave me an insight of how challenging life can be, and especially for those people who suffer from the motor neuron disease that Stephen Hawking did as well, and how Stephen Hawking struggled in his life but still managed to work on his dreams. This movie touched my heart in so many ways, but at the end of the movie there was something that struck me, and I was starting to think about something, and I started to feel guilty, ashamed, and I think this is something you might need to give a thought to as well. So basically I might not be making that much sense, but I'll just make things clearer. So just look at the life of Stephen Hawking, okay? He was an incredibly genius, he was smart, intelligent and whatnot, right? But the motor neuron disease he got started to paralyze him. And that was one of the most horrible thing I think that would happen to any human, and that happened to Stephen Hawking. And that was one of the most difficult challenges he had to face, and those challenges honestly just kept on increasing as he moved on, because it was a disease that would paralyze him slowly, his entire body, right? So it was a very big challenge that he had to face. But the story of course didn't end here. It obviously didn't, because if it had, we wouldn't be talking about his greatness every day. No one would know who Stephen Hawking even was, and I would not be filming this video I'm filming right now, right? But the story didn't end here, and we are talking about him today because he did not give up. I mean, trust me, he had a million excuses or chances to give up. I mean, he was not able to walk when he just got that disease, and then he lost control of his hands, he couldn't hold things, and then he couldn't even speak. I mean, that's just the worst situation anyone would want to be in, or anyone would be in, right? I mean, I'm not saying that I have experienced all of this, and I'm just saying that you have to not give up. I'm not saying I have done this, or I'm not saying that I wish this for anybody either. But what I'm saying is, when a person like him, with all his difficulties, without being able to walk, without being able to take care of himself, and without being able to speak, despite all these challenges, he did something to the world. He started working towards his dreams. That's what's important. But just look at us, we have everything. We have a lot of privileges. Don't tell me that you don't have privileges. I think we all have privileges. We have a lot of privileges and we have a lot of opportunities, but we still give excuses to start working on our dreams. We still give excuses that if I had this, I would have done this. If I had that camera, I would start filming this video. If I had that particular computer, I would start doing Adobe, or just all of these excuses we all give. We just keep giving excuses to not start working on our dreams. We just keep excuses like an express train, trust me. I mean, it's not that we intend to do it, we are just lazy and we are not happy for what we have, I would like to say, because we just keep saying that I would have done that if I had that, if I would have become famous if I had money, I would have done this if my parents were supportive, I would have done this if I had that. I know that not everybody has something that others has, and I know that nobody has everything, like nobody can have everything, right? But what I'm saying is, make the most out of what you have and start working on your dreams. I mean, literally, when I was watching that movie, even though it was just acting, I honestly didn't feel like it was acting. The actors have done a great job. But when I was seeing that movie, it really like stuck me, because life really threw a lot of challenges on Stephen Hawking. He had a lot of challenges and miserabilities to go through, but he still did not give up. He still made the most out of what he had. He has even written a book. I mean, just imagine, with that machine he used to speak with, he has even written a book. I mean, what I'm telling is, when people with such challenges have achieved so much, why can't we even just do our little part? Why can't we at least start working on our dreams with what we have? I know when you start working on your dreams, it feels like, I wish I had that. If I had that, it would have been easier. I know it would have been easier, but don't you think you can still start? Don't you think you can still start working on your dreams? You definitely can. So let's just be very practical. If you're watching this video right now, I know you have a smartphone. Everybody almost does. And if you have, I know you have access to the search engine, which is Google. You can learn anything and literally anything from that place. You have access to the latest technology within your fingertips. So you can learn anything. You can start something of your own. You can just start working on your dreams so easily. I'm not saying achieving your dreams is very easy. I'm just telling starting is very important. That is definitely where a lot of us still don't push ourselves enough and just keep giving excuses. I'm not telling you to become successful overnight or anything. I'm just telling you to start, right? And of course, I'm a part of this too. I give excuses too, and that's actually one of the reasons why I'm filming this video. And that's in fact why I'm filming this video, because I know when I watched this movie, it kind of struck me that we have a lot of privileges, but we just give so much excuses, and we overvalue what we don't have and we undervalue what we have, and we just stop ourselves from starting to work towards our dreams. So that's the reason I'm filming this video, in the hope that it will help somebody to this might be a good reminder for you to start working on your dreams with what you have. I know it's not going to be all easy. I'm not even saying that starting will be easy. It's not going to be easy at all. But what I'm saying is, why don't you just stop giving excuses and start working on your dreams? Of course, we don't have everything, but I certainly do believe that we have a lot of things that we require to at least start working on our dreams. I mean, when a person like Stephen Hawking, when he put so much work, when he worked hard, despite his challenges and despite his struggles, came up and worked on his dream, why can't we? All I want to convey through this video is to stop giving excuses for what you don't have, and instead, start making the best out of what you have, and start working on your dreams. Start working on what you want to do, what you want to be as well. To be very honest, I don't know if I made my point properly or if I could convey what I have in my mind right now, but I hope I did, and I hope it made any sense and it helped you, and it acted as a reminder for you to start working on your dreams without giving excuses for what you don't have, and just saying that, if I had this, I would have done this, or I would be this if I had that when I started. Without giving those excuses, please just start working on your dreams. Because when there are people who create wonders despite all the challenges and obstacles they have, why can't we with all the privileges we have? So I really hope I made my point, and all I want to say or convey through this video finally again is that please start working on your dreams. Please stop giving excuses for what you don't have. Don't overvalue what you don't have, and don't undervalue what you already have. Okay, make the most out of what you have. Don't give excuses. Be true to yourself and start working. So that is all for today's video. I really hope you found this video insightful. You got something out of this video, and I hope this will be a reminder for you to start working on your dreams without giving excuses. And please share this video with your friends or family or anyone you think would want to hear this. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you.